Hello and welcome back to the Impression Wiz channel. I'm your host, the Impression Wiz, and welcome back to Pesterquest. We're getting really close to the ending here, because we are in Dirk's still, and it's just been talking this whole time. I actually looked back at my recording. So far I haven't uploaded that, but I looked back at my recording of it, and it's just been talking for almost 30 some minutes. So I have a feeling that choices may not be coming with Dirk. It might just be a climactic ending. But I'm not 100% sure. But let's get back into it and see what's going on here. So he trails off, shaking his head. His wordlessness seems to frustrate him more than anything you've said. He seems really unpracticed at getting riled up, and you wonder how often someone pushes his buttons like this. You're not really sure how the two of you got to this point. Argumentative isn't your main mode either. And you can tell you pushed too far. It's because you both are very similar. I've learned with similar people to myself, it's sometimes really easy to butt heads. Never mind. Here. He hops off the workbench, rolls his shoulders, and grabs your hand. Do it. You don't ask where. You pick somewhere close by, but scary enough for his thrill-seeker ass to feel like it was worth the effort. The air up at the top of the tower on Dirk's roof is calmer than you have thought it would be. He drops your hand and steps back, leaning against the landing. Crushed it. See, sometimes trying new shit and trusting people with your well-being can be fine. Sometimes all you need is a friend to provide you that they have, or prove that they have your back. Dirk scrunches his face up like you're embarrassing him. You mean, empirically speaking, it seems like what just happened is solid proof that... Oh, yeah, I get it, thanks. He's smiling so you don't push into that, thank you. But you do wonder, after a minute of looking out over the ocean with him, if it's time to scoot things along. You aren't in a hurry, really, but you were getting somewhere before, even if it was a little uncomfortable. He's trying. Maybe harder than anyone has actively tried to befriend you yet. Usually I'm the one pushing to try and be friends. The fact that you think that is still sort of funny to you. But maybe Dirk isn't this transparent to everyone. Maybe it's just you and your nonstop thirst to know people. How much has this boy wanted to be known? You remember your earlier skepticism about him and laugh to yourself. You haven't had to make yourself try to like him at all. You just do. Weird, uptight shit and everything. There's a lot of Dirk going on in there, but you're ready to try and understand him more. It's what you do, so you press on. Finally a choice. We haven't gotten to this point yet, so I have no idea what's going to happen now. Try one more time to convince him to drop the idea of playing the game, give it a rest and talk about something else. I have a feeling that pushing the whole idea about the game might be the fail, so I might do that one. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's the fail or not, but... Holy shit, this is excruciating. Wait, what? I keep thinking if I ignore this bullshit, it will sort itself out, but Christ. I don't need to see this. What? No one needs to see this. What the fuck? Huh? Wait, can he not hear? We've stopped the choice train once before yourself, but you've never been interrupted by someone else. I thought we were having a chill bro moment until just now. I have no clue what you're talking about. I can't believe I was ever this pathetic. Dirk, you had all day, every day, to do nothing but get swole in both body and mind, and this is how you spend your time, looking wistfully out at the sky? No wonder you were out here falling for this friend Simp's weak shit overtures. Oh my god, what? Once again, you find yourself looking around for a Dirk who is nowhere to be found. Regular Dirk, who you were finally getting somewhere with, is looking at you like you've lost your last marble. Dirk really doesn't hear that. It sounds like him, just like older and meaner. No, dude, are you okay? Fine. If your meager little brain needs me to assume corporeal form in order to process this, I'll do it. Holy crap. Okay. That is Dirk, technically from Pesterquest 2. If I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna do my best to split the two Dirks apart. So here we go. Feast your eyes. Holy shit! Holy shit! Sup, Dirk? I'll get to you in a minute. I have to deal with this little meddler first. He turns to you, and you step back reflexively. Your eyes flick to your Dirk, who is staring, mouth slack, at his older self. I've let you piss around for far too long. To be fair to myself, which is important, I have had a lot on my plate. Creating a whole species from scratch isn't child's play. So I let this go on, figuring you'd fuck up and die for real. But you kept coming back, and it's getting out of hand. So the plan is this. Let my man Dirk do his thing. You fuck off and let people live their arts. I clean up your mess and then get back to being God, while this timeline continues as it's supposed to. Are you good? Are we good? Blah. Jesus, alternate timelines and multiple sleeves aren't anything particularly new to you, you think, but you still don't know what got so far up his ass here. No, we're not good. You were in the middle of something. A sacred rite of friendship to be fucked up by no one but yourself. You don't know what kind of stuff the future holds, but that isn't your pure view. This is, and he's the one interrupting that. Oh my god, I can't work this like this. You have to understand the scale we're working with. He flicks you upside the temple, and you feel instantly like your brain got strapped into the nose of a rocket ship on liftoff. MSPAR remember. You see a young man standing in his bedroom. Wait, you know him. And then all of Homestuck gets basically piled into his head. Which is kind of funny because it was already piled into mine, but your eyes roll back in your head and you feel his story rush into you. Panel by panel, page by page. Some of it you remember from when you were trapped in Doc Scratch's apartment. And other stuff is newer, raw and sweet and sickening. honks and caws and glubs and bluzz and frothing together in a synaptical transmutation of an unholy cultural zeitgeist that jolts through you like light, blasting down your cerebral cortex and out through your clenched teeth. When it's done, you collapse to the floor. Oh fuck. You remember it. You remember Homestuck. Oh boy. It's all so fresh, too. So many of your friends dead. Some of them more than once. Shit. Dirk! You open your eyes and Dirk is standing over you, his hand on your shoulder. Oh good, you're alive. You were starting to freak me out. Almost as much as shredded and deranged me over there is freaking me out. Shredded, okay. But let's just take this all at a step at a time. Anyway, now that you're up, what just happened? Future me was being a real cryptic dick while you were choked out. Patience is a virtue, Dirk. I just had to get our time-traveling buddy informed first, so they can make the right call. Shit. Okay, you don't know where to begin. You look at Dirk's face, not even trying to hide his concern for you. And holy shit, you care about him. You cared about him before you knew every tiny fucked up detail about his life. And now, with a reminder of where his story leads, leaning smugly against the railing, you find you still do. His intense and pushy and profoundly complicated. And right now he is helping you to your feet, his hand steady and firm on your back as you find your balance. You look back and forth between the two of them, trying to organize your thoughts as Dirk waits for you to respond. This isn't as simple as an evil Dirk and a good one. Of course it has to be complicated. It's Homestuck. If you learned anything from your travels, it's that everyone has the capacity for hurt inside them, and everyone the capacity for love. It's just a matter of proportion, of choice, of circumstance, of time, and, if you're being fair, of interpretation, too. Part of you wants to grab Dirk and run, to save him from this tragic trajectory he's on. But then, if you claim that level of control, are you really any better than Ultimate Dirk is himself? Who the fuck are you to make these choices for other people? What gives you the right to wrench canon from the pile, or from the people it belongs to, the people it is about? Why does it always come back to you making a fucking choice? Go ahead and answer him. I'll correct you if you get anything wrong. Don't worry. Oh, you bet he fucking will, you say. No doubts there. You pause your internal debate. Take a deep breath and explain things to your friend. This is the Mega Dirk. The combo of all splinters of Dirk, fermented in his flesh container and not holding on to his shit nearly as well as he likes to pretend. Ultimate Dirk tisks. You wish. You ignore him and continue explaining. Ultimate Dirk has done a lot of heinous shit to people he's used to care about. To the people Dirk cares about. And he just brain blasted you with memories you used to have of, among other things, everything that will ever happen to Dirk and to his friends in the future, all in order to convince you to keep everything on that path. He wants the same thing Dirk just finished arguing with you about wanting, a future where they play the game. Dirk is still staring at Ultimate Dirk. Shit. You keep going, telling him you know it might be far-fetched from his vantage point, but this is a path he goes down. Dirk finally speaks. No, I can see it. I mean, if anyone was going to pull an I'm you but stronger, it would be all of me combined. Exactly. So now we should all be on the same page, vis-a-vis what we all need to do. Which starts with this flat fuck going back to wherever they came from, and the rest of us going back to our regularly scheduled programming. God, you can't even look at this guy. You think, as you look at him, he's so smug, trapped so far down the path he's planned for himself that he can't even entertain the idea that he could be wrong without it tearing him apart. The more you look at him, the more you can't stand him. Prince of Heart-ass bastard destroying everything you worked to make. Fuck. That is what the Prince class does. I mean, literally, they are the destroyer class. Homestuck stuff. Forget all that stuff you worried about before. How dare you let yourself be convinced he would be right? Your allegiance is not to the story, but to the people within it. No matter what. Do you have a plan for how to protect your friends without the tenets of canon? No. Do you give a single shitting fuck? Also no. You know, he could end you immediately, but you feel freed by the number of times you've died. You do not fear him. He's not your concern. You turn to Dirk. You're sorry to say. You're sorry, you say. But fuck this guy. Don't listen to him. Everything you just remembered, all the stuff he was using to prove his point, it only makes you even more sure of what you said before, that Dirk can still be happy without all that. He doesn't have to play the game to beat it. Wow. Listen to them trying to boss you around like that, Dirk. I'll tell you what to do, what you don't do. Don't for a second think I'm too far gone to remember what it's like to be you. Don't pretend you haven't wanted to know what I know. To align every part of yourself until you know it all, feel it all. Don't be afraid of becoming who you need to become. The end always justifies the means, Dirk. We know this. Fuck that. You're sorry to yell. You never yell this much, but fuck that. I know I'm not actually yelling, but... This bitch can't bear the thought of a timeline existing without his influence or even his worldview, that everything has to be painful to matter. Things are already painful enough. He doesn't have to work overtime to create more pain just so he can feel like he is in control of how much punishment he gets and how badly he deserves it. Because Dirk doesn't deserve it. You say, and you look at the one you mean it for. He's not looking back at you. He's looking at Ultimate Dirk. And there's something about the soft, fallen arch of his eyebrow that just folds you up and eats you whole. It's longing like you've never seen it in your life. Deep and consuming with a sliver glint of loathing. He's going to drown in it if you don't do something. What could you do, you wonder? You care about him, and he does about you to a degree. You know Dirk now. And you know how he loves, though it's fierce, to a definite fault. He does not do it easily. You're not the one who can get him through this. He hasn't known you long enough. But you can be a bridge. But to whom? Part of you wants to test out a few things, to throw a couple friends at the wall and see what sticks. That doesn't sit right with you right now, though. It's messy, and you know Dirk would hate having his feelings experimented on like this. I need to turn down the music volume just a little bit. Like, dang. That is some intense music sound. Voice volume. I've seen that, but there's not been any voice. What the heck? Does that mean there's going to be some voice acting here soon? Or that I missed it? Okay. I can't think about that right now. Even after all this, you find yourself not wanting to do that to him. Thank fuck for your side ability to anime monologue to yourself in your head without time passing too quickly, because you really need to think this one through. You have to pick one single person to help convince him he doesn't need what Ultimate Dirk is offering. And my phone's going off. I should have muted that. My bad. Distractions. Jake? God, no. Not right now. He'd be eaten alive by Ultimate Dirk, and you can't do that to him. He's your friend too. Maybe a wild card? Someone Dirk doesn't know but could get along with? Equius? He's like Dirk if Dirk liked to get bossed around, so they might get along great, actually. Though you need someone who can tell Dirk what to do in this moment. So then again, maybe not. You can't hedge your bets and bring everyone, because that'd just overwhelm him. Plus, there's no budget or time for that. The answer punches you hard in the chest, and you're about to sneak away to find them when Ultimate Dirk speaks up. That was a touching rant you just gave. Very compelling. You know what? Fine. Do what you do best, and choose. Steal him away to obscurity or leave him to his destiny. I'm not worried. In fact, as a show of trust in my younger Splinter, I'll even fuck off myself until go time. On the 1 in a million chance you do actually get him to go with you, there's no way that's going to be a good end. We all know he'd regret it. He'll second guess if it was the right thing every day of his life until he realizes that a flaccid existence he's leading, but by then it'd be too late. Do your worst. Crap. I'm really enjoying this right now. Like, I've played the whole game, but I think this is like a culmination of the enjoyment of the game. There's a jolt, and then he's gone. There's a beat of silence where you try to work out how to act normal. Now that you know what you know, but thankfully he speaks first. Are all your hangouts like this buck fucking wild? Or did you really pull out all the stops for me? Well, you were about to pull out another when Ultimate Dirk just blasted off like that. It's not too late, though, if he'll agree to at least hear you out. Well then, by all means, continue pulling. Let's see where this shit takes us. You'll be right back, you tell him. I'll be right here, just chilling and contemplating existence and my place in it. No worries. The zap this time is even more disorienting than your Sideways universe zap. You know why, though, since you know everything. You're not sure you're supposed to be here, but Ultimate Dirk already accused you of fucking shit up. So why not fuck shit up a little harder? You want to go pick up this person, and specifically this version of this person. The version you made friends with already isn't ready to meet Dirk yet. Probably. But thanks to your recent mind freak, you remember that this one, having lost his Dirk, might be a little more interesting. A different version of Dave. Holy crap. Whoa. What? Who the fuck are you? Okay. That answers that question. You guess you've fucked things up to the point that the Candy timeline is not the same as the one you were making friends in before. This is probably the stuff Ultimate Dirk is so bent out of shape about fixing. Well, it is what it is. You don't have time to come up with your elevator pitch, but you work best at full power to empathy. 0 to planning, so here you go. Hey, you tell him. Sorry to intrude, but you have a pretty big favor to ask him. You know he doesn't know you, but you know an alternate version of him that lives outside canon. You met and went to Olive Garden and made friends and you promised you're legit. Bro, you said Olive Garden. You got me. I like that that's how that works out. Wait, I should have probably been a bit deeper in my Dave voice. I do not remember my Dave. That was so long ago. Like, at least 30 videos ago. I think it was already deeper, but let me... That's like a magic word to get me to trust you implicitly. Don't spread that around, though. Also, you look like someone ironed the mayor, so that's like 1,000,000 more points in your favor. The mayor! Oh! And I am doing dick else. That's useful all day. Or any day, to be real with you. So what's the favor? Okay, phew, great. The favor is that you need to borrow him for like a quick minute so he can help you have a conversation with your universe's Dirk. At the sound of Dirk's name, he goes still. See, Dirk's convinced he needs to take the advice of yet another universe. Way shittier. Dirk. And retcon your whole friendship mission so that they can go off and make canon happen. Which ends pretty badly for a lot of people, your friends, involved. And now that you know that, you really want him to just slide with you and let everyone chill and hang out and live their lives, and you're not sure of all the details about how that will work yet, but the point is that Dirk, I'm in. Great, sick, yes, okay. You take his hand and off you go. When you pop back, Dirk is standing, how he was when you first met him, casually bracing for emotional fatal impact. There's a moment where Dirk and Dave just stare at each other down, like neither of them are fully ready to register the reality of the other. You really fucking hope this works because it's your Hail Mary. Sup? Holy fuck, man, I don't think invoking the name of Olive Garden would have this much effect, but here the fuck we are. I mean, sup. Yeah, sup. Oh. Dave pulls him into a short, back-thumping bro hug, which Dirk weathers like a wet cat not trusting a towel to dry him off. So... I'll be real with you. We've already had a version of this first meeting convo, and we used like a lightning round conversational mechanism to get shit poppin'. But I get the feeling we don't have time for all that right now, so I'll skip a few steps for you. Our little mutual friend here says you've got options. Well, they seem to think I do. But I'm not convinced. Do you have options? Or do you have opinions about it? Sure do. I mean, I'd do anything this little pal suggests after what they just did for me, but like, what's even the situation? They don't want you to play Suburb and some other you does? There's a little more to it than that. But yes, that's the gist. You watch them chat. This is good, you think. Good, but you're not sure it's enough. You think Dirk is your friend now. But the more you think about it, the weirder the word feels in your brain. Friendship means something different to everyone you've met. Safety, fun, a wake-up call, a person to talk to. You hope that for at least some of them, you've helped them see what is lovable inside themselves. You look at Dirk and wonder if he'll be one of those. He's being so polite to Dave, he must be afraid. Does Dirk even believe others can, of their own volition, love him? You tuned back in. Man, if you wanted to argue about canon, you should have asked your bro here to get, like, anybody else to come along. That shit's not my forte, but seems to me that it's not some immutable bastion of narrative sanctity. It's just some shit some asshole said and did and some choices they made. Okay, well, if you don't follow the plan, beat the game, and get to where you are now, how do I know my choices will still matter? I don't know, man. You're not in my timeline anymore because of choices you've made in a while back, so my mileage might vary a bit. Dirk shifts backwards. You wished he'd look more surprised about it. Oh, yeah. I don't want to waste your time or anything. Just getting to talk to you is worth it, so I don't know, do what you gotta do. But, like, coming from me, a guy who could have done some stuff differently himself, at least try to trust your friend. I know you don't like believing this stuff, but maybe listen to the people who like you for you, 'cause they mean it. I'm rambling now, so guess if I had one thing to say to you, it'd just be, it's okay to not have all the answers. Yeah, that's what I tell you. Dirk nods. So I'm processing that a lot. But I also cannot go any further in this conversation without telling you that our little friend is liminal enough to actually be able to hold the sword. Oh, holy fuck, yo, what? Oh, wow, Dave, huh? I should go deeper. Okay, bringing fucking guns to a knife fight here. I didn't expect this level of underhanded maneuvering from you, but I respect the play. Doesn't matter anyway. I've come back with my own sheet. Sorry for the delay. I had to deal with some shit on my end. New plan. Forget us all going our separate ways to fix shit. Dirk, you're coming with me. Your friend was right about one thing. Things don't need to go back to the way they were. But not for any lame reason like the power of love. I have a plan bigger than that. I promise you this limp dick excuse for a friend doesn't measure up to all the shit I could show you, will show you. Sure, it might hurt to leave your friends behind at first, and sure, you'll miss out on Jake's cardinal charms, but that emptiness will fade when you realize the true power we have. Ultimate Dirk extends his hand. His cape billows obnoxiously behind him. Dirk looks to you, then at Dave. Shit. They were almost there! You have no time left to waste. You close your eyes and will the choice to come to you. Stop him. Don't stop him. One of those has to work, right? You don't feel confident. You look at Dirk, and it hits you. Ultimate Dirk was maddeningly right. It won't work if there's room for Dirk to regret it. You're not sure either if you would ever be certain it was the right choice unless you let Dirk choose it for himself. No more telling him what to do. No more telling anyone what to do. When you feel the choice prickling at you, you turn it outward. You flip the power in your belly inside out. and give the weight of it up for a moment to him. You wait to see what Dirk does with the thing worrying him. Or you see it manifest in his brain and it in yours, and your stomach plunges. It feels rigged from the start. There's no way Dirk will choose you and Dave when he's gone and framed it like that. God damn it. Too late to change anything yourself. You wait for Dirk to choose. Okay, I actually really need to save here, like... I might actually have to... save the game and do the other episode next at this choice. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because I guess I get the choice here. I thought it was going to choose, like... So I'm going to save it here. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please put a like on the video. And if you want to see more of my content, first off, subscribe. And then hit the notification button so you don't miss anything I upload. And as always, I will see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.